been invited to a highly exclusive event. We will be spending this Sunday evening at our neighbor Sean's superb owl party. Vampires have huge respect for owls. 1, they're nocturnal. 2, they're predators. And 3, they don't give a hoot where they dump their scat.
The party we're going to is celebrating the superb owl, who is the greatest owl of all time. Do you think we're going to get to touch its little beak?
Depends what mood he's in. Yeah, I know it's a Super Bowl party, but I tried to correct them and they wouldn't listen. That's the owl's egg. Also, I didn't try all that hard.
The owl is in his leafy temple. Let all within the grove be reverent before him. Lift up your heads, O ye trees, and be ye lifted up, ye everlasting spires. For behold, here is Bohemian shrine, and holy are the pillars of this house. Weaving spider, come not near.
Hail, Bohemians, with the ripple of waters, song of birds, such music as inspires the sinking soul, do we invite you into midsummer's joy. The sky above is blue, sown with stars. The forest floor is heaped with fragrant drift. Evening's cool kiss is yours. The campfires glow. The birth of rosy fingered dawn. Shake off your sorrows with the city's dust, and cast to the winds the cares of life. Let memory bring back the well-loved names of gallant friends who knew and loved this grove. Dear boon companions of the long ago. Aye, let them join us in this ritual. Not a place to be empty in our midst. Oh, beauty's vassals, who hold in this gray autumn of the world or springtime in your heart a 10-hour tale. Gather, ye forest folk, and cast your spell over these forests. Touch their world-blind eyes with fairy unseen. Open their eyes and follow the memories of yesterday and seal the gates of sorrow. It is a dream, and yet not all a dream. Dull care in all of his words are but a dream. As vanished Babylon and goodly Tyre, so shall they also vanish. But the wilding rose blows on the broken battlements of Tyre, and walks rend the stones of Babylon. For beauty is eternal, and we bow to beauty everlasting. For lasting happiness, return to one alone, and she surrounds you now. Great nature, refuge of the weary heart, and only balm for breasts that have been bruised. She hath cool hands for every favorite brow, and gentlest silence for the troubled soul. The counsels are most wise. She healeth well, having such ministries as calm and sleep. She is ever faithful. Other friends may fail, but seek ye her in any quiet place. Smiling, she will rise and give to you her kiss. So must ye come as children. Little children that believe nor ever doubt her beauty and her faith, nor deem her tenderness can change or die.
Bohemians and priests, the desperate call of heavy hearts is answered. By the power of your fellowship, dull care is slain. His body has been brought yonder from the funeral pyre to the joyous pipings of a funeral march.
Our funeral pyre awaits the corpse of care. Oh, thou, thus buried at plus the shadowy tide, and all the ancient majesty of death. Those arch enemy of beauty. Not for thee the thankless tribute or the restful trade. Fire shall have a swirl of thee, and all the winds make merry with thy dust. Bring fire!
When will he learn that me he cannot slay? Year after year he burned me in this road, lifting your puny shouts of triumph to the stars. But when again he turned your faces to the marketplace, do ye not find me waiting as of old? Fools to dream ye conquer care.
Nay, thou mocking spirit, it is not all a dream. No, thou waitest for us. With this our sylvan holiday has ended. We shall meet thee and fight thee as of old, and some of us prevail against thee, and some thou shalt destroy. But this too we know. Year after year within this happy grove, our fellowship bans thee for a space. Thy malevolence which would pursue us here has lost its power under these friendly trees. So shall we burn thee once again this night, and the flames that meet thine effigy shall read the sign, Midsummer sets us free.
Ye shall burn me once again. Not with these flames, which hither ye have brought from regions where I reign. Ye fools and priests, I spit upon your fire.
Begone, dull care. Fire shall have its will of thee. Begone, dull care. And all the winds make merry with thy dust. Hail, fellowship's eternal flame. Once again, Midsummer sets us free.
What's up, smart people? Joe here. It's time for the big game. You know the one. The game, the guys on the field, the pads, the ball. You know.
PBS Sports presents The Superb Hour. PBS Sports presents The Superb Hour.
There's been one team in the Bird League this year that's been dominating the rest. We're talking skill, agility, speed, the ability to fly, and enormous talons at every position. Ready to get owl up in your grill. Let's meet the... Gee, One-Eye, what do you want to do today?
The same thing we do every day. Try to take over a historically black college. The One-Eye and the Owl. One-Eye and the Owl.
Gee, One-Eye, what do you want to do today?
The same thing we do every day. Try to take over a historically black college. The One-Eye and the Owl. One-Eye and the Owl. A pyramid schemer with a pal that is a pal. From the 1% to the class of 23. The great white hope for the Illuminati. The One-Eye and the Owl.
It's our first day as college students, One-Eye. I'm so excited to stroll the quad, ask about student discounts, and cram for an exam. Welcome to HBU, guys. Let me know if you have any questions.
Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter! Okay, that's not weird at all.
Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter!
It's working, Owl. We're fitting right in.
That's great, One-Eye. Do Black Lives really matter?
Oh, of course not, you fool.
Excuse me, King.
Black Lives Matter!
Y'all students here?
Students? Here? Us?
That wasn't a three-part question, Black man. Yes, we're just a couple of young freshmen getting our education on.
Education, huh? Pardon my homeboy's regional accent. He's from Camden. Camden, New Jersey? I'm from Camden. Not Camden, New Jersey. Camden,
Wakanda! We're from Wakanda!
Yeah. I mean, why would we make up something like that?
Yeah, why?
I don't know, 1%er masquerading around like you a 5%er, but we finna find out.
He's on to us, what?
Our only options are to come clean and reveal our multi-tiered plans.
Or burn this whole motherfucker to the ground! Devon, are you harassing these poor freshmen?
Vanessa, I'm telling you, these dudes are off. They got to be Illuminati.
Actually, you're Illuminati. You are so paranoid. Everybody knows ain't no such thing as Illuminati.
Yeah, no such thing. Vanessa, listen to me.
No, you listen to me. Security!
Get off me! Black Lives Matter! I can't breathe!
Sorry about that.
Some people just feel the need to take over and control everything. Yeah, that's the kettle calling the Illuminati black. And finally, not the Super Bowl, the Superb Owl.
Superb Owl 400.
Telephone poles are one housing option for elf owls in the United States Southwest. Saguaro, these are another. JB, what are cacti? Correct.
Superb Owl 2000.
These owl parts don't move, but still can make up 5% of the bird's body weight. Humans make up about 2/100ths of 1%. JB, what are talons? No. Joan?
What are eyes?
Eyes, yes.
Superb Owl for 8.
Not always living up to its name, the eastern this owl is known for its hollow whistles that run up and down the musical scale. JB, what is a screech owl? Correct. The Superb Owl for 1600. This type of owl, named for a farm structure, is also known as a monkey-faced owl. JB, what is a barn owl? Barn owl is right, and the last clue is yours, and it is the secondary double. And you are within reach of the lead, certainly. We're running out of time, though. I got 5,000, Alex. 5 it is. Here is the clue. The owl has traditionally been considered wise, as it was the bird of this Greek goddess. Who is Athena? Athena's right. And you are now in the lead, and Final Jeopardy is coming up today with this as the featured category. Female singers. We had women writers yesterday. Today, female singers. Clue in a moment.
It's a hot day on the Dutch savannah. A six-pack of Ultra Superb Owl non-alcoholic IPA beers is chilling in the shade. But there's danger. A pride of businessmen is on their lunch break, and they're thirsty. The non-alcoholic beers sense danger. Nervously, they look around. The six-pack stampedes off. A deadly race has begun. Amidst the chaos, one of the cans gets separated from the pack. This could be a fatal mistake. A large female grabs the can and takes it to the ground. The non-alcoholic beer doesn't stand a chance. After a short struggle, it's over. Their thirst quenched, the businessmen return to their office. A crushed can is all that's left. But the pack can't mourn for long. An all-female hockey team is on the prowl. Life isn't easy when you're a nice, tasty, non-alcoholic IPA.
In February 2021, Reddit was the talk of the Super Bowl. But the week before that, we were the talk of the financial world.
This story is stunning. We are watching this day trading frenzy fueled by investors using their phones and communicating on Reddit, a Reddit message board called Wall Street Bets. Reddit.
With a once-in-a-lifetime event happening before our eyes, we had to seize the moment. And since our community challenged the status quo, we did too, in the one place nobody expected.
It is finally here, Super Bowl 55.
But how could we stand out with no budget, no celebrities, and only a week to go before the game?
Damn it!
By crashing the party.
What the f is this, y'all?
Our 5-second spot rolled out in waves across the country.
It's going crazy!
Starting a groundswell of conversation with viewers forced to either pause
What is this?
or go online to make sure what they just saw was real. Site traffic spiked 25%. We not only crashed the Super Bowl, Reddit crashed too.
Reddit actually did it.
I really thought that Reddit users hacked CBS.
My mom still thinks Time Warner, bro.
As far as Super Bowl, I really like what Reddit did. Many on Twitter even regarding this as the best Super Bowl ad of all time. The commercials read at the end, powerful things happen when people rally around something they really care about. It was a good idea to take advantage of the interest around Reddit to get more people using all kinds of Reddit.
All in all, the ad was covered by over 300 news outlets, earning 6.5 billion impressions. Even the subreddit in our ad, which is actually Superb Owl, soared 1,000%. And we were the most searched ad of Super Bowl Sunday. But best of all, with a little inspiration from our communities, we bet that even as an underdog, we could show up big. And like the ad said, if you're reading this, our bet paid off.
It's almost time. Time for Superb Owl Sunday. And Tuesday morning has everything you need to make your Superb Owl party a Superb Owl success. Like Superb Owl mugs, Superb Owl statues, Superb Owl soap dispensers, Superb Owl whisks, Superb Owl planters, and Superb Owl this thing. And remember, for a Superb Owl good time, make Tuesday morning your Superb Owl headquarters.
So here is the first story, which is called The Owl
Who Was God? By James Thurber. Once upon a starless midnight, there was an owl who sat on the branch of an oak tree. Two ground moles tried to slip quietly by, unnoticed. "You," said the owl. "Who?" they quavered, in fear and astonishment, for they could not believe it was possible for anyone to see them in that thick darkness. "Who?" "You too," said the owl. The moles hurried away and told the other creatures of the field and forest that the owl was the greatest and wisest of all animals, because he could see in the dark and because he could answer any question. "I'll see about that," said the secretary bird. And he called on the owl one night when it was again very dark. "How many claws am I holding up?" said the secretary bird. "Two," said the owl. That was right. "Can you give me another expression for that is to say, or namely?" asked the secretary bird. "To-wit," said the owl. "Why does a lover call on his love?" asked the secretary bird. "To-woo," said the owl. The secretary bird hastened back to the other creatures and reported that the owl was indeed the greatest and wisest animal in the world, because he could see in the dark and because he could answer any question. "Can he see in the daytime too?" asked a red fox. Yes, echoed a dormouse and a French poodle. "Can he see in the daytime too?" All the other creatures laughed loudly at this silly question, and they set upon the red fox and his friends and drove them out of the region. Then they sent a messenger to the owl and asked him to be their leader. And the owl appeared among the animals. It was high noon and the sun was shining brightly. He walked very slowly, which gave him an appearance of great dignity, and he peered about him with large staring eyes, which gave him an air of tremendous importance. "He's God!" screamed a Plymouth Rock hen, and the others took up the cry, "He's God! He's God!" So they followed him wherever he went, and when he began to bump into things, they began to bump into things too. Finally, he came to a concrete highway, and he started up the middle of it, and all the other creatures followed him. Presently, a hawk who had been acting as outrider observed a truck coming toward them at 50 miles an hour, and he reported to the secretary bird, and the secretary bird reported to the owl. "There's danger ahead," said the secretary bird. "To-wit," said the owl. The secretary bird told him. "Aren't you afraid?" he asked. "Ooh," said the owl calmly, for he could not see the truck. "He's God! He's God!" cried all the creatures again. And they were still crying, "He's God! He's God!" when the truck hit them and ran them down. Some of the animals were merely injured, but most of them, including the owl, were killed. Moral: you can fool too many of the people too much of the time.
Pretty impressive, right? Yep. It's for my owls. You know, all the owls coming to my superb owl party. Super Bowl party? Could have sworn it said superb owl party. Huh. That's odd. Dorito?
Let me show you something, okay? I lived in Austin, Texas for a long time, okay? And in Austin, Texas, they erected a building for the Frost Bank family, okay? Now, I'd like for you all to take a look at what the Frost Bank Tower looks like, okay? It's built to look like an owl.
okay? This is the Frost Bank building, and it was meant to represent an owl. Now, if you take a look at this building from 6th Street, it looks as though Moloch looks down upon 6th Street. And what 6th Street is what? It's decadence, it's indulgence, it's drinking, it's fucking, it's sinning, you know? And this right here is a building at the center of Austin. That's why Austin all of a sudden has become an epicenter of intrigue, and people are deciding to move there. All right? Now, this right here is in Austin, Texas. Now, this owl is also celebrated on our dollar bill, okay? Let's go take a look at this, okay? Here is the owl that's on the $1 bill. Here it is right here, okay? Does everybody see this? This little owl right here that's at the corner. It's at the corner of the $1 bill. Very, very tiny. And it's a little owl looking upon people from the $1 bill, okay? Now, all I'm simply telling you all is that the owl is something that is worshipped amongst these elite sons of bitches, okay? All right? And another thing, for all those folks that don't know who the Bohemian Grove is, the Bohemian Grove is an area of California where all the elites get together and practice black magic rituals. But here is Moloch, once again, the owl, represented at the Bohemian Grove. This is the owl shrine that the elites practice the cremation of care. The cremation of care. Be gone, dull care, be gone! And by the way, if you take a look at Moloch, what it represents is the following. Moloch was a deity that people would sacrifice their young to. That's this deity. They're sacrificing their young to Moloch. Now, doesn't that sound like millennials and Gen Zers today? That many folks that understood this, that were aware of this, have sacrificed their young, and now the young don't know whether they're coming or going, for Christ's sake. Anyway, I just wanted to go ahead and tell y'all that. I'm giving y'all breadcrumbs. If y'all want to investigate any more into it, you can go ahead, but whether you believe it or not, these elites believe it. These elites believe it, and it is what it is. I'm not telling you to believe in anything. I'm not telling you to follow anything. I'm just trying to show you the spiritual component that creates the elites in this world, okay? That's all I'm trying to show you. You go ahead and read up on it on your own.